Nate here from fitnessequipmentcafe.com, and I'm here at the Fitness Show 2017. I'm joined by Michael from ICG, or Team ICG.
Absolutely.
Mate, welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's been a couple of years that I've really appreciated the ICG products, particularly the IC7, coached by colour. Amazing concept, and not only concept, it's reality, right?
Absolutely.
So, mate, tell us about the newly branded Life Fitness version.
Yes, we partnered up with Life Fitness. They bought us last July, so it's a new relationship for us. And what we're doing now is with our IC7, which is James is riding, is we're really working to power. That's the metric that is driving the market.
Yep.
And the IC7 is the only bike on the market that has a direct watt rate power meter, which means our accuracy is off the charts. And when we're riding to power, obviously you want to make sure that we've got the best metric, so you'll get that on the IC7.
Yeah, right. Now, I was a little bit blown away, and maybe I was over jovial, but the levers just so easy. So you've got this pressure base that pushes the seat up, and then you have to push it down, but it's so smooth.
Yeah, we found that one of the challenges with all bikes is that adjusting the handlebars and the saddle can be quite difficult, and most of them are pin loaded. Now, we do have some bikes that still have that pin loaded, which is absolutely fine, but our IC7 has been designed for performance.
Yes.
And for performance, geometry is the number one thing, because we have to have a perfect bike fit. If you're riding to power and you want to get the best ride, we have to make sure we can get the bike fit right.
Yep.
So what we've done is two things. We've made both the handlebars and the saddle bar gas assisted, which makes it very, very easy to adjust.
Beautiful, so smooth. Yeah.
Only bike in the market that does that.
Right.
And then the second thing is we've removed the pin, and now what we have is it just locks in place onto the bar.
Yep.
So you can be between 17 and 18, 17.1.
So micro measurements.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's probably not so important for me and you of an average height, but for somebody who's a little bit shorter or somebody who's really tall, that becomes important for them. And we always want to make sure, to have the optimum ride experience, you have to have an optimum bike.
Yeah, great. Now, we did cover another quick video, and you can see that on the website of the ICG app.
Cool.
So we did that already. Just the ability to retain the data after you exercise is really great.
It's magic. I think now what we're having is our riders, whether it's our instructors, whether it's the community that come into a studio, or even the outdoor community, everybody's interacting with apps. And people always want to know what they're doing, when they're doing it, and how they're doing it. So what the app does now, it allows them to pair with our bike. It records that data. The personal data that you've imported goes straight to the bike. When you ride, all of that at the end of the ride is recorded. So you have this ability to see how you're improving, what you were riding to, what your power to weight ratio was, how far you rode, what your average RPM was, all of the things that become vitally important.
Now, tell me more about the FTP test.
So what we do is we have two. We have a 5-minute test, which means in a class we do a nice warm-up, get everybody ready to ride. They ride as hard and fast as they can for 5 minutes within a specific zone, and at the end of it, they'll get an FTP. Then for our other riders who want to do something that replicates what a proper FTP is, we have a ramp test. So it's 4-minute ramps, and every 4 minutes the watts go up by 25. So we start
for a whole hour.
As long as you can go.
And maintain that.
So we start at 4 minutes, 75 watts. The next 4 minutes goes up to 100, and it goes up. So what happens is, as you're riding, mentally you get into it, physically you start to feel it, and then at the end of it, it will take the last 4 minutes, and then it will give you a result. So for riders, they tend to like to do that one because it's a truer test, and we also test like that on the bike. So probably every 10 to 12 weeks we like to do an FTP test, see where we're at, punch our number in, and then we're always riding to a percentage of that.
That's great. Now, one thing with the app is that if you have set that up and you've got your FTP score, then it automatically sets the bike up for you. Otherwise, you can actually just manually enter in your FTP.
We want to, there's no barrier to entry. So if you've never ever done an FTP test and you're not interested in doing an FTP test, that's completely cool. Hop on the bike, as the instructor said at the class, he just walks you through the console. It takes about 60 seconds. It gives you an arbitrary number, a guesstimate, so you're going to be working at a percentage of what we think your fitness is, which just makes it a very inclusive ride. Usually what happens at the end is members come up and they go, I want to know what my real number is, and then we go in for the testing.
And that's great, right? So you want to engage them initially and then spark the interest further.
Absolutely. And I think what's really nice is that it doesn't matter whether you've never ridden before or you're a pro rider, you're still going to have a great experience. And having that test is just a way to measure and monitor and manage what you're doing, and not having that test just allows you to get you a number when we first start to ride.
Okay, till next time, that's Nate and Michael.
Thank you.
And James. Thanks very much, buddy. Appreciate it. He's sweating it out there. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.